Austria is not an easy place to move to. There's 3 residency programs that I'm going to talk about here, or 3 programs. One is not necessarily residency, but we'll talk about it. Has a 300 person per year limit, basically. And that's, just tells you, right? Like, all right, they're not just going to take anybody. They're not going to have you come in quickly. Notably, in addition to this, both of the first 2 options have a language requirement. So the first one, they sometimes refer to it as kind of Austria's version of a golden visa. I would say it's more like a retirement visa because it requires that you demonstrate that you have the economic ability to sustain yourself, okay? That basically means 24,000 euros a year for a single person. It goes up depending on number of family members. You're supposed to deposit 40,000 euros into a bank to prove your kind of financial capability. But I'm gonna say 6 to 9 months would be not untypical to go through the process of getting a residency permit like this. Now, it's worth noting some good things. Gay couples are accepted in Austria, and common law couples are accepted in Austria for family reunification. After 5 years, you can get a permanent residency, basically. And this goes for the next program as well. Notably, Austria typically does not allow dual citizenship. So you're generally required to renounce your other citizenship, which isn't great, although it is a great passport. It gives you basically all the access that you would want compared to, it's definitely one of the top. And so not the end of the world if you're going from a bad passport, but if you wanted passport optionality, well then not so good for you, right? Well, I think where I would consider this is if you want to actually live in Austria, right? You say, hey, listen, the quality of life is awesome. I would like to be there. It's great for my kids. It's great for, schooling and for having healthcare and stuff like that. That's the case. Now, notably on this visa, you cannot work, okay? There's no working ability. That's the whole point of being able to prove that you can support yourself. This brings us to the next one, okay? The next one is a visa that applies to entrepreneurs, self-employed people, and skilled workers. There's kind of 3 categories you can consider. The one is setting up your own business. The second one is going and getting having a job offer from somebody in the country. And the third one is being self-employed and demonstrating some benefit in terms of creating employment, etc. The good thing about it is, then you can actually work in Austria, etc., earn money. And so for a certain set of people, that is fairly attractive. The third option is probably most interesting for people. That being said, very difficult. And this is citizenship by essentially exception. It is not an automated thing. It's not like, oh, I invested 2 million euros, therefore I can qualify. Typically, it's a 2 million to 10 million euro investment. Typically takes 24 to 36 months. And so, that's not great.